Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. Today is a fake sweet collaboration. The host is Kiki at Kiki DIY, Tammy at Happiness Creation, and the co-host is Tammy the Rusted Willow. Here I decided to test out some broken glass that I had with some alcohol ink. And that's what it ended up looking like. And then I have these vase filler beads. So I wanted to see between both of them what different effects I have in order to make my rock candy. So now I'm taking the vase filler beads and I'm going to add some alcohol ink to them. I end up adding like 7 or 8 drops. Yeah, I made a big mess as always. Always happens when you're recording. But anyhow, so while I'm sitting here mixing this up, let me explain about this collaboration. It's a sweet treat collaboration, and I will have the playlist listed below. Please check out all the other creators' videos. I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy it because I do. So I sat here and mixed them, and I'm going to put them on a paper towel just to let them dry out. They dry very quick. It's only alcohol ink. And then I compared it back and forth between the glass and this one. I love the glass too, but I decided to go with the acrylic face fillers. Now this came in a 3-pack. The colors were sky, blush, and lavender. And I got that at Hobby Lobby. Of the alcohol ink. So next I'm putting some clear in because I want to make a clear rock candy. Now I do want to apologize, like I don't have complete final review of photos. At the end I just have the sample of what I'm doing here. I couldn't finish. I have sciatic nerve and I injured my back real bad, and I can't craft or anything right now, hardly. So here I am adding the pink color, which again I said was blush color. It turned out to be a beautiful baby pink, just like the baby blue, the sky blue. I was going for pastel. That's going to be my theme because I have a reason behind all this, as you will see if you like and subscribe to my channels. I have been doing a lot of research, and I've seen a lot of like sweet treat Candyland themes done in pastel, and it's very pretty. And that's the theme I want to go for all year. So by the time the holidays come around, I'll have a lot of stuff created, and we can incorporate it all together into different crafts. So there's the blue and the pink. I think they turned out really pretty. I think I don't know what other people use. I don't know, something just told me to try it. Oh, they think they use regular paint, which you can use, because I did do it with the lime green, which I will be doing a separate video on for my Color of the Month collaboration. So if you want to see how you use paint instead of alcohol ink, stay tuned for that video. Here I'm doing the purple. And then I realized when I'm doing this, I keep making a mess, and I really should have done half a cup and then filled it more into the other half. But then it just wasn't working out. Kept spilling on me. So I just dump it in a bag. You can do it that way. And just mix it all together. The base filler beads, I've had them for a long time. They're really tiny. Here I am showing you different colors together, the pink and the purple. So then I got a wooden skewer. And I'm going to take my blue color. That's the one I decided to go with first. I haven't even made the other colors yet. If I get a chance, I'll put it up. But right now, I'm sorry. This is the only one I could get done. So we just want to dip the stick in and coat it. It wasn't working out too great inside the baggie. I don't know why I thought hot glue and then stick it inside of a bag. I found the easiest way, just use the hot glue to do this. Hot glue is see-through anyhow. And it goes a lot quicker. I've seen people use just plain Mod Podge and coat it and let it dry, coat it, let it dry. But I did add Mod Podge on it, and you'll see that as we continue as we go. I'm just trying to build the base up first. So you just want to keep messing with it and get into the shape and desired size that you would like. I almost used a whole one of those small cups to do one rock candy, so that tells you how much you will use. See, here I am trying to shape it. Being cautious so I don't get burned by the hot glue gun. I've had some serious burns lately from that thing. Well, not the one I'm using. A bigger one. This is a low temp hot glue gun. That's what I recommend using. So here I am adding a coat of Mod Podge on it just to seal it in some, and I was going to try what I've seen other people do, rolling it in, and I did not like that way at all. But you must coat it with Mod Podge at the end, no ifs, ands, or buts. But when you do it, you must do it with, like, dip your paintbrush in water and then in some little bit of Mod Podge. That way your Mod Podge is watered down. Mod Podge dries clear anyhow. So as you can see, I'm still having trouble with that bag. I do realize to take it all out. So I coated it with the Mod Podge and put some more, and I'm going back to my hot glue because I didn't like that theory. And here I go being dumb again. Oh my goodness. Yep, stuck to the bag. Wasn't too bright, was it? No. This was done very early in the morning. I work late at night when I can't sleep. If I go up to it, because that's when it's quietest in my house. Otherwise, I hear dogs trampling around the floor and everything else. And it's distracting. So now I got smart and decided to dump all my crystals out. My little base fillers that I stained. And I'm going to add some more on the bottom to make my rock candy longer. I will be adding a bow and all to my candy. Again, I got these couple little projects done and I couldn't move. I had to quit. So you just keep working with it until you get, again, like I said, your desired length, size, and the way you want it to look. Fill in any gaps that you may see. Because I did notice, even though I rolled it around, there was like some little holes and all, and I had to fill it in. Just take your time and work with it. It actually turned out really, really pretty. And I really think that I'm going to do like a sweet treat type tree. So you'll probably see this completed in an upcoming video soon. If I can get my back better. Sciatic nerve sucks, I'm telling you. If you've ever had it, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't never had it this bad until I had surgery recently. But there's what it looks like. I think it turned out great. I'm loving the look of it so far. Deciding to make it a little bit longer. Who remembers these? Or who's ever had them? I don't remember them. But they look really pretty when I looked up. I've been watching a lot of videos. And here I'm just cutting my skewer down because I don't need it that long. And like I said, and then I'm putting a coat of Mod Podge on again. I was going to make this like my final seal, but I don't have water with me, so I'm just putting some on lightly. Then I'm going to roll it back in my crystals. Then I'm going to let it dry until it's completely dry. And then I'll go and add like 50-50 of water and Mod Podge. Just really light. And coat the whole entire thing. See how the Mod Podge is messy? I just don't care for it. I'd rather just use my hot glue gun, but I recommend sealing everything. I use the gloss Mod Podge, so it's easy to clean whenever you have to. And there's the final look of it. And now on to creation number 2. Creation number 2, we're going to take some of them plastic Easter eggs. We're going to make use of them besides what we use them for. Just tracing the bottom. You can use the bottom of a cereal box, any type of box. I just had this piece of foam laying around. Quickest thing I could grab. Wasn't prepared for this. And I'm just filling it in on the bottom. Then I'm just going to take my Mod Podge, give it a coat of my gloss Mod Podge here. I have this really pretty blue glitter. There is no name on it. I apologize. And I coated it all. I don't know why there's not a name on it, but I bought it at Hobby Lobby. So I'm trying to press the glitter in to compact it more onto the Easter egg. I'm going to have to do... I ended up doing a second coat. I will tell you that. On this one I did, because this is not super fine glitter. This is like, I guess a fine glitter. So if you see any spots you missed, just go back and fill them in. And there's where I did a pink gumdrop. I thought that was a creative idea. And creation number 3, I am doing I don't remember which one this is. Oh yes I do. I'm taking some I'm making a snowball. A snow cone. I am taking some Epsom salt and mixing in that same blush pink alcohol ink. And then I took my cone that I made on another project, which is after this one, and I'm using it. And then I have these 2.5 inch balls. I think that's what they are, or 3 inch balls from the dollar store I just got. I'm going to hot glue that in my paper cone. It's just a piece of glitter paper that I had that was like 4.5 by 5.5 inches in a book that's very old. Now, so I'm just going to put a coat of Mod Podge on it, and yep, wasn't stuck all the way, so that gave me an opportunity to cut off those little points. My cone, I just took a piece of paper and just rolled it up into a point. So here I am coating it. Now, I would love to know, everybody, what is your favorite flavor of snowball? Like, I've always had the spearmint, the sky blue, and my favorite is the chocolate with the marshmallow. And I really didn't think about it, as I would have really liked to got some of the styrofoam cups, because that's what you get off this ice cream truck, snowball truck. So here I am, I'm trying to put on this Epsom salt, and I realized that my coat is way too thin. I gotta put it a lot thicker for it to stick. Now I recommend, to make it look really good, to do 2 coats after the first coat dries. And to pack it in as much as you can. I was trying to add much on as I can possible. That way if I didn't get to my second coat, it still looked decent. So I'm just pushing it on, sticking it down in the napkin where the pile is. Just trying to coat it really good. But I know I'm going to make a second coat because I noticed some spots is better than others. But that's okay. I'm like really disappointed in this video because I really want, I mean, I'm not disappointed in this video and what I did. I just wanted to do a lot more. I just couldn't. So there's my snow cone so far. Like, I have stuff ready to make a banana split, the whole 9 yards. I just did not get to it. So if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. And stay tuned for all them upcoming videos. And here's what it looks like with the first coat. Now to creation number 4. I know what I'm doing here. I'm making cotton candy. I bought this multicolor fluff at Hobby Lobby in the Easter section. Now, from watching many YouTube videos and researching, you can use, besides this, pillow batting, the fluff, and you can color it with sidewalk chalk or even makeup like blush, etc. But it's messy. But if you don't have this, that's another alternative. And I did find the best way to do it is to make your strips thin and long. Try to make it look more real so you can wrap it. So I just hot glued the end on, and I am pulling and turning at the same time to try to shape it. It's not gonna look the best. It's, again, some fluff. Closest you're gonna get to looking like real cotton candy. So I keep working with it and adding it on. Now cotton candy is like thicker in the middle and thinner at the end, so I have to try to work it out and get that design. So here I am adding some more to the bottom to tighten it up and give it that look of real cotton candy. Now I went and tried to use the dollar store spray starch after this video to make it stronger. That didn't seem to work out too great, so I'm gonna stick with what everybody says and hairspray it. So good old Aquanet is all you need. So you just keep working with it and shaping it. And then I went and sprinkled my little glitter all over it. Once I was happy with the way it looked. I will be adding a straw over the top. Here I am showing you how I was making the cone. Because this is where my cone came from. I had decided to steal my cone from here to do the video before. So I just hot glued on. And there's the glitter pack. It's very old. I got it a long time ago. I have never even touched this paper until I did this video. So I'm just going to hot glue my cotton candy on the inside. And I decided not to cut my skewer off because I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to decorate with this. If I wanted to stick it in a tree, I have that stick to stick it in. So I'm going to leave it like that. And there's what my cotton candy looks like. Not sprayed yet, of course, but anyhow. I think this is where I went and messed it up because I added more on. I should have left it alone. I was looking at it thinking the middle needed to look bigger. And I added another piece on. Now I got a lot of working and shaping to do and tacking down. So there's the finished products. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. God bless and have a wonderful day. Happy crafting.